Hey, what's up guys? It's your host tigereycosplay and you're watching Nerdosity. What's up Nerdosity? This is your host tigereycosplay coming at you. And today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be bringing a new segment onto this thing and I'm going to call it 5 Minute Fridays. This is reviews on everything from anime to video games to books to manga to TV and film to TV shows. Just everything. I'm going to review it. 5 minutes tops. Let's get into this right now.
You want to hear a story, huh? What about treasure hunters? Have I got a story for you? Pandora. This is our home, but make no mistake, this is not a planet of peace and love. They say it's a wasteland, that it's dangerous, that only a fool would search for something of value here. But do not be fooled by what Pandora appears to be. There was a legend. Many people tell it. The legend of the Vault. Advanced alien technology. Infinite wealth. Fame. Power. Women. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the Vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call it a guardian angel, appeared to guide the Vault hunters to their prize.
The first ever 5 Minute Friday that I'm going to bring to you guys is a review on Borderlands. So Borderlands is a game by 2K and Gearbox that is a multiplayer but also a single player game that is just super chaotic. So far there are 4 games out of Borderlands. There's Borderlands 1, then there's Borderlands 2, then there's Borderlands the pre-sequel, and you've got Tales of the Borderlands. And to all the fans out there, I know you guys are super excited for it because I am too. Borderlands 3 is coming out. And that's why I wanted to make the first segment on 5 Minute Fridays about Borderlands, because Borderlands 3 is coming out. So Borderlands is an open world action role-playing first-person shooter game. The first game came out on the PS3 with Borderlands 1 and then Borderlands 2. And then they had Borderlands 2 with a pre-sequel come out on PS4, as well as having the pre-sequel come out on PS3 for those who still hadn't done the changeover. Then Tales of the Borderlands came out and that was awesome. And that was, I believe, for games for the phone because Telltale did that one with Gearbox. And also it came out on PS4. The plot sets in the distant future where it's like kind of post-apocalyptic. There's a lot of things in here that are crazy. Like there's birds that seem to be fused with like bats or other things. And then there's like these ape-like creatures that look like yetis. And then like super long worms in the ground called threshers, and then there's all other things like that. And then there's people who have gone like super crazy, which are called psychos. I do a cosplay of that. And then also like raiders and other things to that effect. So it's sort of like if you mash together Fallout and Skyrim. I feel like that's a good mesh. Maybe BioShock, maybe something to that effect. So wait, if you combine Fallout with Call of Duty, feel like that's a better comparison. Anyway, every single game follows a group of 4 vault hunters with the addition of 2 others if you get the DLCs that are trying to find vaults, which are places in the different worlds. Like Pandora was one, I think there was one on the moon. And these vaults contain infinite amount of weapons and armor and money galore. So if you get one of these, you'll become rich, you'll become famous, you'll become set for life. So everybody and their mother is trying to find it, especially this villain named Handsome Jack, which wants to use it for himself to take down the resistance and get himself more money and stuff like that. I mean, that's just the peppered down version because I want you to play it for yourself, and I don't want to like give you the whole entire plot being like, what's the point in watching it now because all these spoilers and blah blah blah. Everybody knows that the main villain is Handsome Jack. Everybody knows about the Vault Hunter and stuff like that. It's all good. So the gameplay works as in you're a first-person shooter, you shoot other people, you can get mass amounts of guns. So in other first-person shooters, you only get like 6 other different kinds of weapons and blah blah blah. You get like millions of different weapons in here. Some weapons talk, which is amazing. Then you also get like powers that you can do with like an sort of like an alt switch if you're into Overwatch, where you can have different powers to help you defeat certain things, and you can level up your character to have better of these powers. And you also have grenades and things like that. But there's also a plot to the first-person shooter as well. So you get a storyline, like an in-depth, deep storyline that you can go through the whole entire thing, and there's other different missions and stuff that you can go through the world, where that's where the open world stuff comes. You can do different missions and stuff like that. But also the plot is insanely hilarious, but also pretty deep. Like, you will find yourself laughing and crying within the span of like 5 minutes. It's great. It's lovely, because you never would have thought that something this chaotic and crazy and just stupid would make you feel the feels, but it does, which is great. And also the art style of it is so unique. It has cell shading. It kind of plays like a comic book, sort of. Like, it's not totally comic book, but it sort of plays like that, and I think that's really neat. Also, the fact that with each DLC brings you new things that you can do. You can spend hours and hours playing this game, and you will not find everything that there is to find in there. Like, it is definitely worth the money, because you get so much bang for your buck. Like, so much bang for your buck. And plus, all of the quips and the snappy remarks are just hilarious and funny, and why wouldn't you play? And then there's a horse that's made of diamonds called Butt Stallion. It's great. It's totally worth it. It's about 15 bucks for the PS4 Borderlands Handsome Collection, which gets you Borderlands 2 and the Borderlands pre-sequel. Borderlands 1 for the PS4 is coming out soon, April 3rd, actually. Ooh. Actually, it's already come out if you're watching this now. I'm doing this before it came out, so all in all, you should definitely check out Borderlands, because it plays well, it has an amazing plot, and it's super fun for whatever you want to do. And it's something that you can just do if you just want to, like, you know, play a game and not really worry about all of the crazy stuff that you have to do. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it's also really in-depth and really amazingly awesome to play. I give Borderlands an 8 out of 10. So you should definitely check it out. And that's it. That was the 5-Minute Friday. We may have gone a little bit over 5 minutes, but it's around that-ish. So if you like this video and you want to see more reviews, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment below what you want to hear me talk about next. And I'll try to be much more informed and better about it next time, because I know I was all over the place. But Borderlands is definitely a great game to check out. You gotta see it. It's super awesome. Okay? Make sure you come back and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I make new videos every Wednesday and Friday. But thank you guys so much for watching. You've been watching Nerdosity, and I will see you next time.